What's up, y'all? Welcome back to ZayMoolaSportsPodcast. I'm your host, Isaiah. And y'all, the New Orleans Saints are playing like the best team in the NFL. And I'm really been surprised by the way they've been playing because I had low expectations for the Saints. I didn't even think they were going to be a playoff team. I had them going 7-10, y'all. But right now, I mean, they look like a team that can win the Super Bowl, man. The way they've been playing offensively, y'all. And speaking of the way they've been playing offensively, man, let's start with their quarterback, Derek Carr, as he's been absolutely on fire through these first two games, man. He's leading the league in passer rating. He's tied for first in passing touchdowns. He's leading the league in yards per pass, y'all. He's second in completion percentage, and then he is third in yards per completion. I mean, you talking about these are elite numbers, too. These are Madden-like numbers, y'all. A 142.4 passer rating, right? 76.9 completion percentage. I mean, that is insane to do that in the NFL when you're going against very good DBs and very good edge rushers on a week-in and week-out basis, y'all. So you got to give credit to Derek Carr, man. I had a lot of questions about him, y'all. If Derek Carr was ever going to be able to be, a really good quarterback again, like he was back in like 2016 and 2017, 2018. But y'all, so far, and again, it's still early, but so far, Derek Carr is absolutely balling. If the season ended right now, y'all, he would be the MVP because he's just been lighting things up. And for the New Orleans Saints, if you're a Saints fan, you want him to continue to do this. The Saints organization, y'all, they want him to continue to do this. Remember, they gave him that big contract last year to come in because we know the New Orleans Saints, y'all, since Drew Brees had retired, they had, problems at their quarterback position. They tried out Jameis Winston. They tried out Taysom Hill. It didn't work out. They brought in Derek Carr to be their guy quarterback to lead them back to the playoffs, y'all. Right now, he looks like he has them in position to do that with the way he's been playing. But also, y'all, we got to talk about Alvin Kamara. And Alvin Kamara, he looks like his old self. We know the last couple of years, y'all, Alvin Kamara, he's dealt with injuries, and he just hasn't looked as explosive. But, man, Alvin Kamara, y'all, looks like, 2017, 2018 Alvin Kamara. Y'all remember back in his rookie year, he was one of the more dynamic, explosive running backs in the league, y'all, and he looks like he is refound the fountain of youth, y'all. On Sunday against the Cowboys, he had 115 yards and 3 touchdowns, including this nice 57-yard touchdown.
Defense is going to try to gain it here on second down.
Pressure coming. They set up a screen. Oh, there's a lot of room. Alvin Kamara, room to roll. Alvin Kamara's going to score. Touchdown.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, look at the Alvin Kamara go, y'all. I mean, just showing off his speed, showing that he's still that dynamic, explosive running back that he's always been his entire career. And this is huge for the New Orleans Saints. Y'all remember, the last couple of years, they had been kind of shopping Alvin Kamara. I really felt like this year they were going to trade him, but they decided to hang on to him, y'all. So far, it looks like a great decision. I mean, him and Derek Carr, they look like the best running back, quarterback duo in the NFL right now. So if those two guys continue to play at the level they're playing at, y'all, I mean, really, the sky's the roof for this team, y'all. And I think the New Orleans Saints can continue to have one of the best offenses in the league. We know through 2 games, y'all, they have scored 91 points, but they're averaging 45.5 points per game right now, which is just elite. Insane. Obviously, they won't be able to keep that up, but if the Saints can become a team that can score, 26, 27, 28 points per game, that will go a long way for them, y'all, because we know the Saints still have a really good defense, right? But since Drew Brees has retired, it's really their offense that has been, bringing them down. But if their offense can play at this level, oh my goodness, watch out for the New Orleans Saints, y'all. But also, we got to give a lot of credit to this offensive line, man, because on Sunday against the Dallas Cowboys, man, they only gave up 1 sack. They allowed the Saints to run for 137 yards, and then the Saints also had 4 rushing touchdowns, y'all. So give credit to this offensive line, man, particularly, y'all, their rookie left tackle, Taylor Fuaga. I mean, he's come in and already established himself as like one of the best left tackles in the league. I mean, seriously, Taylor Fuaga looks like a top 5 left tackle in the NFL right now. And, that's very hard to do, y'all. Coming in as a rookie and playing a position like left tackle, which is a very hard position to try to play, especially early on in your career. He's looked very, very well so far. And then Trevor Penny, y'all, who's now moved over to right tackle. The first couple years of Trevor Penny's career, he looked like a bust. But now he looks like one of the better right tackles in the league. And so this offensive line looks strong, y'all. And then when you combine that with having a quarterback that's playing at a high level, then you got a running back that's playing at a high level, y'all. But then you also have a speedy wide receiver. No, I'm not talking about Chris Olave, but I'm talking about Rashid Shaheed, man. He is establishing himself as one of the best deep threats in the NFL, y'all. Look at this amazing touchdown catch that he had on Sunday against the Cowboys.
Jamal Williams in the game at bat. Carr, pressure, lets it fly. Going deep, Shaheed. Oh! He's got it! Touchdown, New Orleans! A bomb to Shaheed!
Rashid Shaheed is so fast, y'all. And we know his first 2 years with the Saints, he's always been a guy that's been known for his speed. But now, y'all, it seems like he's putting it all together. He's being more consistent. He had been, kind of a more flash in the pan guy. But now it's like we know what we're going to get from Rashid Shaheed every single week, y'all. And so right now, I mean, he has 169 yards. He's averaging about 85 yards per game and already has 2 touchdowns. Man, I think he's averaging like 24 yards per catch, which is just ridiculous. And so we already know what Chris Olave is, right? Chris Olave has established himself as probably like a top 15, top 20 receiver in the league. But now you have another speedy guy, Rashid Shaheed, that's finally becoming that consistent wide receiver that the Saints have needed him to be. And you're talking about, y'all, a very, very, very dangerous offense. Again, Derek Carr, Alvin Kamara, a really good offensive line, Rashid Shaheed, and Chris Olave. I mean, that looks like, y'all, to me on paper, one of the best offenses in the NFL. But we also, y'all, have to give a lot of credit to their new offensive coordinator, Clint Kubiak. Y'all remember the Saints had fired their offensive coordinator, Pete Carmichael, during the offseason. Pete Carmichael, he had been the New Orleans Saints offensive coordinator for 15 years, y'all, but the Saints felt like it was time for a change. And so far, they made the right decision, man. Clint Kubiak, y'all, he comes from that Kyle Shanahan system. So you're going to see, a lot of play action, a lot of jet sweeps, a lot of motion. And I think that's what's really unlike this Saints offense because, y'all, let's be honest, the Saints basically brought back, all the players on offense from last year. But last year, their offense was just, decent. It was average. This year, right now, they have the best offense in the NFL through 2 weeks. Why? Because they have new ideas at the offensive coordinator position, y'all. An innovative mind now, finally, in Clint Kubiak, where before they didn't have that with Pete Carmichael, y'all. And I just think it was time for Pete Carmichael and the New Orleans Saints to go their separate ways. And so I don't think the New Orleans Saints, y'all, going to be able to keep this up in terms of, they're not going to be averaging 45 points per game. But if they can just be really, really good offensively, man, I mean, y'all, this is a team that can compete in the NFC and really in the entire NFL. Because right now, y'all, there's not a lot of teams in the NFL, I think, that can match up with the New Orleans Saints because right now, the offenses are really struggling. Like the Saints, they're one of the only teams that's really lighting it up offensively. A lot of these teams are really, really struggling offensively. So if the New Orleans Saints, again, y'all, I said a few minutes ago, if they can just average 26, 27, 28 points per game, this team is going to be very dangerous because we know that defense is a Super Bowl caliber defense, right? I know they got a lot of older players over there, but Tyrann Mathieu, Cameron Jordan, Mario Davis, Marshawn Lattimore, Paulson Adebo, y'all, Carl Granderson, Brian Brzee, Isaiah Foskey. That defense is loaded. If the offense could just be really good, y'all, man, I would not want to play the New Orleans Saints, y'all, come playoff time because they're going to be a team that can cause a lot of problems, y'all. For all these teams we think can win the Super Bowl in the NFC, the Lions, the 49ers, the Eagles, and even the Cowboys, they're going to create a lot of problems for those teams, y'all, because they are going to be arguably the most balanced team in the NFC and maybe the most balanced team in the NFL, man. So there y'all have it. That was another episode of ZayMoolaSportsPodcast. Remember, y'all, laughter's good medicine, so make sure you get your daily dose. Y'all know I'm in it, man. I love y'all. God bless. Peace.